We are at NeoCon 2013. We're in the Milliken stand. I'm with Stacy Walker, Director of Marketing Communications. Stacy, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Really
smiling.
It's a great morning. It's always a great morning when you win a gold at NeoCon. We're very excited about it.
Tell me what you won it for.
We won for our Art Media modular carpet tile entry this year. Yeah, it's been fantastic. Great show morning, lots of traffic. And I think people are really responding to the fact that we are bringing a new aesthetic to the floor plane, something that's soft textile. It doesn't really resonate when you first see it as being a modular carpet tile.
Now, people are aware of the best of before they walk in the door here, or at least immediately after, so that drives people into your showroom.
I think so. I think we're very fortunate to be on the 11th floor at the Mart. And sometimes we see traffic early in the morning on Monday. Sometimes it's on Tuesday. I think it really depends on how people move through the Mart and make their day plans.
Well, if the elevators are any indication of the traffic here, as always, it's hard to get anywhere. So I think that probably means it's at least as good as it was last year, I would say.
We are definitely seeing an uptick in traffic. I think we're seeing the same thing if you think about business in general, being very positive so far this year. We're really looking forward to the rest of the half of the year being very good.
So that means what? The economy is in a better spot, at least people think it is? Is that what that means?
I'm not really sure what that means, but we all just are very optimistic about it. And again, really excited about showing great product here at NeoCon, having a lot of great response to the Milliken technology and what we're doing and bringing to the industry.
Now, I want you to show us some of this product in a couple of minutes. This is some unique product that we're standing on. What is this? What won the award?
Well, the entire collection won. It's called Art Media, and it's actually our exploration of what media is actually used to create art. How does that influence design, and then how does design and technology really come together to create a new experience for the floor plane? There are actually 6 patterns in the collection, and the entire collection was what was entered and won for Best of NeoCon Gold Award for Modular.
Now, what inspired this, and explain it to us before you show it.
Sure. We were really influenced a lot. We've been exploring the quality of line, and for the last 2 years, been taking that into account and how our print technology can explore that and really deliver something new to the marketplace. Having the highest resolution for printing in the industry, we're able to do something very, very unique for designers to offer not only a standard product, but a way to do what we call a custom standard. Thinking about line quality, we were influenced by mid-century artisans like Cy Twombly and Rauschenbach and Pollock, and you'll see how the original artwork that were created by the design group really influenced and was translated into carpet for the floor.
And the quality of printing, I imagine, has changed a good deal in recent years.
Yeah, and I think Milliken being a leader in that industry, we're always using our research group in Spartanburg, South Carolina, to continue to explore that and refine it and see what we can do to really, really push the limits of the technology. It's really beautiful on the floor. I think people understand that some of the most luxurious products you can buy in the world are actually print technology. If you think about an Hermes scarf or things like that, and so you're seeing that translated now into the floor plane.
It's quite unique. Now, modular is the hot property. There's no question. That's been growing like crazy. And it seems like there are markets that really hadn't gone into modular in years past that now are seeming to do that. Talk about that a bit.
I would agree that modular is becoming or gaining acceptance for its usability, its flexibility, particularly with areas in office spaces where you need to have accessibility to the floor. Also, if you think about very dense cities where small elevators are issues, it becomes a lot easier to move a pallet of carpet tile through a project easier than it would be a broadloom. We see that usability, but we also see flexibility of maintenance over time. If you have a tile that for some reason becomes damaged, it's very easy to take that tile and replace it versus it would be to have to take up the whole room.
How about the cost in general over the entire life of a floor? I mean, it seems like you have a reasonably good story there.
Well, I think it really depends on the project. It really depends on the quality of the materials. We're very excited to make sure to offer some of the industry's highest warranties and standards, and very, very proud of our product and seeing the installations in the marketplace.
What specific market segment groups do you see the best or the most growth at this point in time?
Wow, that's a good question. We're really seeing it across the board. We're seeing workplace continue to evolve, education being something, particularly in different regions of the country, that being very strong, and also the hospitality market seems to be having a resurgence. I think that market was very pent up for a long time. A lot of properties are kind of on the verge of needing a refresh, so we see those areas really kind of coming full circle.
I guess a lot of these markets are just really dependent on employment growth, I guess, retail, some of the other, not so much housing, that type of thing. Do you follow specific, you personally follow specific economic indicators as to where we're going to go down the road?
Well, I think any good company is always paying attention to economic indicators, deciding where those are going to be, and they are a part of our strategy, and we do look at them as we're considering market center and forecasting where we're going to grow.
Of course, I guess it's anybody's guess as to what they mean anymore, I guess, with the ups and downs that we've seen with economic indicators.
Yeah, and I'm not a good economist, so wouldn't be a great person to comment on that.
I don't know that any of them are good economists anymore. Let me give you this mic and have you explain some of these products for us and the various color choices that you make. But before I do that, most interesting. At some point, somebody had a blank piece of paper and was thinking, what are we going to do with this whole line? And from that, we get this. Talk about the beginning of that process.
I think the creative process is different for everyone. For us, it's really thinking about how can we deliver something new and innovative to the marketplace. What is the right thing that feels like it's going to be resonate the most for the industry, and kind of looking at the world in general. What's happening in fashion, what's happening in economics. Is color going to be important? So we look at all those things when we're making considerations, and we go through a filtering process of kind of which project comes out on top.
Okay. I lied about which being the last question. This is the last, or next to the last. The size of modular has changed. They're getting bigger. Is that going to change more, do you think?
I think we'll always continue to explore size and capability. You're seeing shapes start to play a role. This is actually a 1-meter product, which offers a lot of flexibility in the floor plane and really offers something unique to the marketplace. So I think it does. I think sometimes it becomes a bit of a niche with certain things, but I think 1 meter is a typically large size for us, and you kind of work in increments from there.
I'm going to give you this mic, and then you can show us some of this.
Sure. Happy to. So this is one of the 6 patterns from the Art Media collection that won the Best of NeoCon Gold Award for modular. What we're seeing here is really influenced by the work of Jackson Pollock in action painting, which is how someone really begins to paint and takes their body and the movement to create the pattern. These are all original works of art that were translated into modular carpet tile patterns by Milliken. Behind me are the 12 colors in this particular collection. You'll see anything from really bright and chromatic and active to something that is really more quiet and neutral. Really a new take on a solid for the floor plane. Another grouping in the Art Media collection is the op art pattern. This is really influenced, again, by the mid-century artist. There's actually 20 patterns in this collection. 9 different versions of tile that really create a modern solid on the floor with the flexibility of design so that there really is no repeat, and every design becomes its own unique installation.